today I'm bringing you a sweet treat. So we are baking with Mama Drea today. We are going to be making an apple strudel. So what are you going to need? You're going to need one listo pesto, or your dough for your base. You're going to need 4 apples, medium size. I've already peeled mine. I've gone ahead and chopped up 2 of them. I will show you how I chop up the last one. And I've also grated one. I like to add chopped and grated apples to mine. It gives it a nice texture. If you want, you can add some walnuts. I've gone ahead and I've chopped mine up so they're ready to go. Cinnamon, very important in your strudel. Sugar. And lastly, you are going to need some almond milk or regular milk or egg if you don't want to make yours vegan for coating your dough before we put it in the oven. Let's go ahead and chop up this last apple. Then we're gonna hop over to the stove. We're gonna put the apples with a little bit of sugar and cinnamon on the stovetop, and we're gonna let it sort of simmer in a pot for a couple minutes just to get those flavors really juicing together. How do I cut my apple? Basically, I just take it like this. Ooh, runaway apples. Then once I have slices, I stack them. I cut sort of chips. Then I flip it, and I cut into little squares on the other side. It is as simple as that, and you're gonna do that for the whole apple, just not the core of it. It's a little too tough, you don't want that. Got my chips and my cubes. Chips and cubes. Easy enough. And these last little bits. Chips and cubes. Okay. I'm going to mix in my grated apples. Perfect. I'm going to take some sugar. Again, I don't measure. I would have to say it's about 1/4 cup. Perfect. And our cinnamon. Again, cinnamon's up to you. I like a little bit more cinnamon in mine. So I would say I'd probably put about 2 teaspoons in there. And I'm gonna take a spoon, mix it all together. Ooh, lovely. Let's take a look at this. I might even add a little bit more cinnamon to get everything nice and coated. Perfect. Okay, so I've got my mixture. I'm not adding the nuts yet. You're not gonna wanna cook the nuts on the stove. So we're gonna go put this over on the stove. We're gonna let it simmer for a couple minutes, and then we're going to put it into our dough. So let's go. All right, I'm gonna pour my apple mixture into my pan. Make sure I get all those goodies in there. And I've got my heat on about 5, which is about medium. You're gonna want it to sit there for a couple minutes, mixing it occasionally, and then when it is ready, we will take it and we will put it into our dough. While this is sitting, we can go ahead and cut our dough. So let's go cut our dough. All right, so we are going to cut our dough so that we're going to braid it over the apple strudel. Now you don't have to do this, but I have to say it really makes it look nice. It's very easy, it just takes a little time. So I've got my dough here, it's spread out on my pan. What am I gonna do first? First, I'm gonna cut some strips. Boop, boop, and then I'm gonna cut the triangle out from the side. Perfect. gonna do the same to the other side. Okay, now, all we're gonna do is we're gonna cut strips going down each side. You can measure them if you want. I even have on this baking mat some measuring strips on the side, it tells me, but to be honest, again, I don't really measure. I just cut, and usually they come out all right. So we're gonna wanna make sure you cut all the way down to the bottom so that they don't stick together. Okay, my apples are ready. I'm gonna take my walnuts and mix them in there now. Mix it up. Oh, this smells so good, guys. I wish you could smell this. Okay, and now I'm gonna load up my strudel. Try to keep it as much in the middle as you can. There we go. And if you have a little bit extra filling, you can just eat that by itself. I look like I've got just a little bit too much. So now, my filling looks pretty good. I am going now to go ahead and braid my strudel. Here we go, guys. It's really easy. You're gonna take one of the ends and you're gonna put it over here like this. Then you're gonna start just like you would with hair, and you're gonna take it and you're gonna go one side to the other side. One side to the other side. Just like you would if you're braiding somebody's hair. So you're gonna tuck it in like that, like it's a little blanket, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna braid. I think I'm better at braiding pastry than I am with hair, so at least I can do something. So we're gonna braid. Okay, my pastry is braided. Now I'm using almond milk. You can use egg white if you want. You can use regular milk. I'm using almond milk just to keep this vegan. So I'm gonna take my fancy dancy little pastry brush here and I'm just gonna brush it on. And this will give it a nice golden color when it's baking. My oven is already preheated at 200 degrees. I'm gonna put it in there for about 20 to 30 minutes or until it really starts to get nice and golden brown. Make sure we get all the sides, oops, and just fix that. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Into the oven we go, 20-30 minutes, and we will check on it. See you soon. Okay guys, it looks like my strudel is done. Let's take it out of the oven. It smells so good. Oh, look at that beauty. Take a look at that. It just looks so nice when you do that braiding. So I am going to let mine cool. Okay guys, my strudel is cooled. So now I've got my little sifter, I've got my powdered sugar, and I'm gonna sprinkle it on the top just to make it look a little fancy. Like it's snowing. Beautiful. So, do you wanna try a piece? I wanna try a piece, so let's see what this looks like when we cut into it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Here we go. Ooh, look at that, yummy. Should we try it? I think we should try it. So let's go, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it is. It's still a little warm, but that's okay. Here we go. really nice, not too sweet. That cinnamon is really nice, and those walnuts add a very nice texture. So enjoy your strudel. See you next time.